Howdy, y'all. Welcome to all you horror homies for another entry in my 2025 series. I'm DBZALLSTAR, or Steve if you prefer. Today, I want to talk about a film that thankfully was received rather well when it was released in theaters in 2013 and still holds a cult following to this day. This is the 2013 reboot or requel relaunch of the Evil Dead franchise under Fede Alvarez, I believe is how you pronounce the director and producer's name. Instead of featuring Bruce Campbell as Ashley Williams, but also having some involvement from Sam Raimi, this is a revisit or a reboot or possibly a requel, depending upon how you feel of the Evil Dead franchise, which began in the early 80s, technically the 70s if you have seen the short that precipitated the Evil Dead franchise. And I really can't glorify this movie or praise it enough. The fan base does it plenty, but I will talk about what I like about it. It does not try to override the original franchise, be it Evil Dead, Evil Dead 2, or Army of Darkness. Instead, it takes the same beats, but puts a twist on them. There isn't a single actor involved that isn't giving their all throughout this movie. You really get the feeling that these characters have a mission, that they are here to heal and to move past a dark point in one of their group's life. Deals with addiction and how that can really affect your mental health. Are the demons that appear throughout this film, the horrors that these characters must face, real, or are they the result of their own trauma that they must deal with? Since it is an Evil Dead movie, you should be able to guess that the demons are in effect real, and it kind of also works metaphorically that if you're around someone who is dealing with their own demons, you may become infected and affected alongside them. So the infection gets passed around from person to person, you could say, throughout this movie. But it's more physical and realistic in the sense that the horror is actually happening in this world than to be an analogy for anything. The gore, the violence are ratcheted up to 11. It doesn't bother me at all. It never at any point feels to be overly done or gratuitous. It's a horror film. It's a tribute to Sam Raimi's Evil Dead trilogy. Of course, the blood's going to be flowing freely. The one unfortunate aspect of it is that it does recreate a rather uncomfortable scene from the original franchise. However, due to the fact that it was in the original franchise and it does create the infection, I'm okay with it being in the film. I won't elaborate on it. Those scenes, by the numbers, I don't think they should be necessary, but I do feel that if you can work that plot point in without having it degrade the story or the characters, then by all means, just don't do it to be extreme. So, again, the characters are great, the score all throughout is great, the level of gore, the practical effects, which surprised the heck out of me, they're great. The twist on the ending, the possible connection to the Bruce Campbell Evil Dead series. Everything about this movie screams, literally, gold. And earlier this year, as a Walmart exclusive, now becoming available for pre-order everywhere, the film was re-released in a 4K Ultra HD limited edition steelbook with a fantastic teaser image. I will not show the back, which illustrates the level of detail put into the special features, because there is a spoiler on the back slip here, but I will also say this includes the original theatrical R-rated edition and the unrated edition. The movie itself was hand restored by Sony. They really believed in this film, and it includes a lot of the original features, including audio commentary with several of the actors, Jane Levy, Lou Taylor Pucci, and Jessica Lucas, alongside the director Fede Alvarez, writer Rado Sayagis. But that commentary, unfortunately, is still only for the theatrical edition. I was hoping with a 4K restoration, maybe they'd get the group back together and do commentary for the unrated. That didn't happen, but that's okay. It also includes a lot of other featurettes. It was $32.96 at Walmart. It may be cheaper on Amazon at this point, but well worth the cost of entry here. And Steelbook was in pretty great condition, but we're talking more about the film itself and what I liked about it. I think I've done that enough without giving away heavy spoilers, because I never want to do that, whether the film is 2 weeks old or 200 years old. Granted, they didn't have films back then, but you get what I'm saying. If you like this content, please feel free to like, subscribe, hit that bell for notifications of future content. You can also follow me on Instagram, Twitter, Blue Sky, TikTok at either #1Animaniac or Animaniac1. Please feel free to comment below. Tell me what your favorite requel, reboot film is. What your favorite entry in any of the Evil Dead franchise timelines happens to be. Above all else, stay healthy, stay safe, avoid being evil, and be well.